Yeah, that's right. I'm talking to you. That's right. Oh no. Oh wait. Okay, there we go. We can actually open the park. Do we do that over here?
I want it on record.
Yes.
I'm not in favor of this park's existence.
But this was John Hammond's dream. Delayed, but not denied.
There we are. The park is open. You can see people are already beginning to flood in. Of course, these are just workers. Oh, although there's some actual guests now. They're starting to come in.
So it would appear.
And the park is a unique opportunity for our guests.
Or, for the hungry dinosaurs.
Jurassic Park, San Diego. Isn't it something?
Oh, it's something, all right. A living illusion.
Stop it, Ian. We're making dreams come true over here. There we have it. Increase guest comfort to 50%. That's already been ticked off. Beautiful. Increase dinosaur visibility to 75%. Easy peasy, we can make that happen. And increase profit per minute, from amenities. Alrighty.
Numbers up. Who doesn't love a cold drink? And it's a good way to keep up our profits. Keep an eye on the drinks amenity, and the money should flow.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Everyone is at
Alrighty, so we'll wait for that to actually get built before we select what we're going to have in there. And in the meantime, while that's being built, we'll actually go ahead and work on the visibility for these other sectors here. And I think what we'll go ahead and do is we will actually... it'd be a lot easier if the compies weren't here. Because I'd like to smack down a nice viewing gallery right about here. Okay, it looks like they're flocking away, which is beautiful.
They're flocking
Away.
Okay, beautiful. I think that should be it taken care of. It says that they're a danger to guests, but I don't think that's actually very accurate. Pretty sure they're not going to be able to get out now that that's there. Please don't get out, Compy 5. Please don't be a danger to the guests. Pretty sure that'll go away now. Why is it not going away? Okay, there we go. I thought there might have been a hole that I couldn't see, but no, we're good, we're good, we're good. Alrighty, so increase profits. So what we're going to want to do is take a look-see at this bad boy. And this is, how is this losing so much profit? Let's see if we can turn this around and get some profits rolling in here. No, it's not looking like that's actually going to happen. How weird. Let's place this one down. We'll make it a food one because there should be a pretty heavy demand for it. So we'll squeeze that in right about here. And we'll take a nice look-see at that one. This one is also getting negative profits. What is going on here? Okay, so it seems like guests have really low approval in terms of restroom coverage, shelter coverage, and accommodation. So we'll go ahead and place a few of those down and see if that'll hopefully take care of the situation here. Get a few more guests in the park and turn these from negative profits into positive profits. So for a simple start, I think what we'll go ahead and do is we'll smack down a restroom right about yonder. And then on the other side, in the same fashion as the restroom, we'll go ahead and smack down a security bunker. And I think that should be okay. And of course, we're going to want to connect those up with a couple paths. So we'll come down here, P for path. I love that that's a new feature in the game. Thank you, Frontier. And we'll link those up to the rest of the park. Okay, and so now that those have been placed in, we should have higher coverage, which is higher approval, and then more guests and profits as a result, correct?
No.
Interesting. Alright, so I'm starting to actually get a few different researchable nodes, so I think what I'm going to go ahead and do while these are all being built is I'll actually come down here and build a... where is it? A science center. Only one science... oh wait. Why was it telling me that I need to build that before I can research it? It requires operational science centers. Oh, my thing's out of power. I didn't even notice. Okay, yeah, let's resupply that and then we should be able to do that. Okay. But anyways, as I was saying, now that we actually have a few different researchable options, I'm actually going to go ahead and start researching a few of them, such as the medium electrified fence that you just saw right about there, just so that we can actually get that ball starting to roll early on, rather than needing it when we don't have it. And I'll go ahead and continue with this guest approval sort of mumbo-jumbo we got going on here. Alrighty, so it looks like we also had quite a high demand for shopping, food, and drinks, of course, all over in this section right about here. So now that we've got these being built, that should hopefully green light this area right here and also bring us a nice fair bit of additional profit, because at the moment... oh, and I think we might have just done it. No, not yet. False alarm. Never mind. Ignore that. But this should hopefully help us increase towards that $50,000 earning goal that we're trying to reach at the moment. So we'll keep this going while we configure all of the... wait, what was that? Was that a guest? Why did it sound like they just whispered into my soul? That was terrifying. Wait, why are none of these places making any profits? This is so odd. I guess that girl did say that the most important thing is gonna be the drinks? Wait, no, but it's the food stand that's doing great over here, and the drinks aren't doing anything. Yeah, look at this. She's all make the drink stands. That's where all the money is. No, you lied to me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and actually place down the remainder of these last 2 viewing galleries. There's no real reason to at the moment, if I'm being totally honest, but it'll just keep me from having as much of a headache in the future whenever I actually already have an exhibit with creatures in it. Now I need to add in a gallery. Having it here in the first place, I think should just go ahead and make things
2 more
easier. So I'm going to go
dinosaurs
ahead
are
and do
inbound,
that.
and I need the park ready for their delivery. They'll also require suitable enclosures and support.
So what's the latest addition to the menu?
Parasaurolophus and
A
Mamenchisaurus.
few
Ooh.
herbivores. Simple to manage.
There's nothing simple about managing dinosaurs.
Things will be okay, Dr. Malcolm. We've got it all under control now. We've learned from our mistakes, and we will build the best dinosaur park the world has ever seen. That is my flawless John Hammond impression. I am sure you loved it. Alright, so now we can actually go ahead and continue these the rest of the way, for the enclosures that is, and link them up to these viewing galleries that we just placed down, because it just so conveniently happens to be that that's actually the next mission. So we kind of got lucky that we placed those down right as they were just about to bring us new creatures. So let's go ahead and do that. Of course, we're going to have to move this again. We'll just place that bad boy right about yonder. And let's see if we can continue with these fences the rest of the way. Okay, beautiful. So that should be all of the exhibits taken care of. Obviously, they're still being constructed. I went ahead and just did it in paused mode. That way I wouldn't be losing tons of money while I finangled with it. So that should be it all taken care of. Ooh, hear that in the distance. That was awesome. Let's see if are they in here? No, they're never in here. We might have to try and lure them in here somehow by either placing their water in here or something. I don't really know, but we should get a way to have them in here. Alright, so we've just gone ahead and added a new scientist to the team. We've got Nancy Ismat here, and what we're going to go ahead and do with her is actually research the improved power technology, because I'm pretty sure that these little generator things that we have here, these little oil refinery generator things, pretty sure they are absolute devastators of your money. So we're going to go ahead and get her, and not only is she going to help us to achieve that, but she's also a motivated scientist, which is awesome, because that means that we can actually get her to do a ton of tasks before she actually gets like disgruntled or mad at us. So she's really not all that likely to sabotage us, which is a huge positive in my books. So I've just added her to the team, and we're going to see if we can get this improved power underway. So let's get that started. I wonder if Parasaurolophus and Mamenchisaur will even get along in here. I almost have the hunch that they are not. Well, by that I mean I'm sure we could place them together, which I would like to do, but I'm worried that this exhibit might not be big enough for them. I guess we can find out. And I mean, worst case scenario, we just move them and this will be an exhibit for something else, right? So I guess, yeah, let's go ahead and transport them in here and see what happens. I don't think this is really going to work all that well. First time getting Mamenchisaur though, which is awesome. Let's go, baby. Another sticker for the
Things
sticker
are
book.
going as
You already
planned.
know.
Or so it appears.
But InGen needs more samples, so we're returning to traditional paleontology.
A simpler time.
They always need more.
The science was digging bones out of the ground instead of bringing them to life.
I've given Ms. Halford the requirements.
We've got to increase guest count.
Of course. Oh, of course.
And then build an expedition
Ian.
center so we can send out teams to get new genome samples, which will
Look at
give
the
us more
Mamenchisaur.
species diversity.
That's sensible, I guess.
This should help our park rating.
Boy, you're so
which we
tall
want to
and
increase.
green.
Well,
Look like a
that's,
sloth. Been messing around in the algae all day.
ambitious.
And that should lead to greater profits.
So predictable. See, you know, there's some
Ooh, your
patterns
tail
in
did a
the
weird
universe
thing.
that defy the laws of chaos by being so obvious. And the so-called bottom line
Oh, look at
is
her
one of the
laying
shining
down.
stars. That's what caused the original park to collapse: hubris and greed.
Your concern is noted, Dr. Malcolm, but InGen needs to recover its losses, and this park is helping that cause. We've learned from our mistakes.
I fear that what you've learned is that, like a phoenix, InGen has risen from the ashes of disaster, which means you think you can do so again.
Malcolm, even though I kind of want to not like him sometimes simply for the fact of I like Jurassic Park and I would go there in a heartbeat and I want it to be true, even though that is the case, he is the voice of reason. He knows what he's talking about, and nobody ever listens to him, and it always ends in disaster. So, kind of sucks to be him. You're always being dragged into these situations, getting your life put at risk essentially, and seeing just tons of chaos and death happen around you basically, because nobody wants to listen to you. It kind of sucks, but yeah, I don't even know why I started talking about that. We'll move on. Need at least 4 scientists employed. Alright, let's get that underway then. Looks like this might be the sort of time whenever we want to find some geneticists. You could be pretty good. You're pretty well-rounded, and you're targeted towards expeditions, which is exactly what we're getting into. So I think we'll go with you. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. I didn't even notice this before. Check that out. In the map, there's actually these unlockable sections. We only have like a small little sliver of the map actually usable at the moment. Oh, missing tall leaf. Let's get that in there before you flip out. Well, actually, first and foremost, let's see. Do you even have enough room in here? Open space is actually fine. What about for the parasaurs? Open spaces. Wow. Okay. All we need is, what was it? Tall leaf and ground nut. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm actually very surprised by that, but let's go ahead and do that for them then. You are perfectly happy, which is just what we like to see. And Momentosaur, what are you doing? Oh wait, no, you're not good on open space. Oh. Alrighty, so it looks like we're gonna need a bigger exhibit for the Momentosaurs, but at least the parasaurs are happy. Alright, let's get the ranger team in here. There we go. So we now have a power station, which we can use to smack down a little, whatever this thing's called, substation, that's the word. I guess we'll go ahead and place it right about here-ish. That seems just about fine to me. And what that'll go ahead and do is it will actually power not only this enclosure, but it will also power this, whatever this is called, expedition center, for a more efficient, for a more cost-efficient means than these oil generator things. So we've got those, and now all we have to do left is just make sure that these Momentosaurs are comfortable. And in order to do that, we'll have to, of course, come in here, give them a little bit of water. We'll actually give them a fair bit of water, because I think it'd be nice if they could every once in a while come in here and have a little splashy, have a little bath. And let's see if we can smooth that out a little bit. Saw there's some pretty steep contour lines there. There we go. That's a little bit nicer and smoother. And last but not least, I think all that they'll need to be happy is just a little bit of a tall leaf right about there. Beautiful. So let's see. I think it'd be nice to kind of line the back of the exhibit with it. I feel like that could look nice. Why ain't getting no tree? I tell you what though, something that is slowly becoming a bit of an issue here is our people's approval. So obviously, as you can see, it looks like we're going to want to get a nice set of shopping, drinks, and food right about here. And then I think over here, we're going to want to get, where to go? This one. It looks like we're going to want to smack down a shelter, maybe about on either side of the Rex enclosure here. I think that would actually go a long ways to making people feel safe, if they felt safe around the Rexes, you know? Just a hunch, so let's go ahead and get that taken care of real quick. I think it would be a nice little idea if we placed them basically one on each side, just like that. Oh, wait, actually, what if we could squeeze... Oh, no, can't do that. Oh, man, I thought that'd be perfect. I mean, we could do it like that, but that doesn't look right. If we could squeeze it in like that, oh, that would make me a happy camper. But I tell you what, can we do it if we don't connect it to the path? But yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and place the shelters down just sort of like what we did on the other side there. We'll do it one there and one right about here-ish. Because I was going to do it originally on each side of the Rex enclosure, sort of like this. But I feel like this will actually be better in the long run, because I'm guessing that I'm going to need to place down food and drunk facilities. What? Food and drink facilities right around these little corners right here. So if I try and think about that in the future, then I think this would overall be the best place to put these shelters. And that should boost our rating up quite a bit, because people were originally at like a 35% security approval. And now let's see what they're at. If we take a look, guests, we now have a 100% shelter coverage here. 87%. And everybody feels perfectly safe in the park, which is exactly what we want to see. So it looks like all we need left to do now is make our dinosaurs a little bit more visible, because right now our tyrannosaurs, which are our star dinosaurs, have no approval for us at the moment because they're out of view. And then last but not least, we need one more dinosaur to squeeze into this exhibit right about here. So let's go ahead and figure out what we want to put there. So now that the expedition center is up and running, if we come here to our expedition map, we can see that we have Parasaur. We already have that. We got Dilophosaurus, Struthiomimus, Triceratops, another Triceratops, Struthiomimus, Parasaurolophus. Pachyrhinosaurus, but that's not doable for us at the moment. And, oh, there's raptors up here, aren't there? I feel like that might be a little bit too dangerous for our little park at the moment. So I tell you what, we'll go with another carnivore, because I know that's like the big money makers. So we'll go for a Dilophosaurus, I think. Yeah, we'll go for a Dilophosaurus, and then in the future, we can actually go ahead and form up some Triceratops, and I'm pretty sure that they have a nice cohabitation bonus with the Parasaurolophus. I might be wrong about that, I'll have to double check, but I feel like that could be a nice combo to get going in the future. But let's see, so we need 3 logistics to get this Dilophosaurus started, so I think what we'll go ahead and do is cheaper expeditions, and we'll throw you in on the job as well, simply because you're motivated, which means that you can go off and do lots of unnecessary tasks like this one. Yeah, so we actually do already have a pretty high demand for food, drink, and shopping over here, which we did already talk about. So let's see if we can squeeze in the 3 amenities right about here. So we'll go food on the left, and then we'll do shopping on the far right, and hopefully we can squeeze one in between, which actually we will be able to, no problem at all, because that won't be here. And we'll want to, of course, get a substation to replace that, which should make things cheaper for us all in the long run. So we'll place that substation right here behind this facility, which will power the Rex area and these shopping amenities, and then we'll just want to link that up with the rest of the power lines over here. So back on our quest to quench the park's thirst, we're going to want to place in a shopping facility. We'll go all the way to the right just so that this looks all nice and symmetrical. And then last but not least, we'll go ahead and come in here one last time, and we'll do a drink facility. Although maybe I should have actually squeezed them all together. I think I'll actually move that over, that way it can also squeeze in a restroom rating. I totally forget that those are things in these new versions. I guess they did eventually add on restrooms in the previous game, but I mean, what can I say? I'm an OG. I remember whenever restrooms weren't a thing at all. So we'll go ahead and move this over, and then we'll squeeze in a restroom. If we can. I think we should be able to. I guess we're about to find out. If not, then there will have been no point in all of this, and I will have wasted all of my time and money, which is unfortunate. Building constraints. Do we have terrain issues or something? What's going on here? No. Oh, I don't think we could have fit a restroom anyways. For whatever reason, I've tried wiggling these around a fair bit, but for whatever reason, it just is absolutely refusing to allow us to place a restroom here. And whenever I actually go to place a restroom, it actually says terrain constraints, even though whenever we just checked a moment ago, it didn't show that there were any terrain constraint issues. Wait, why is there a goat out? Well, hello, little guy.
Hello there.
Having a nice look at the park, are you? Enjoy your day. So I guess what we can do is just branch this path as a path out to other areas and restrooms, I guess. I mean, that looks like it's about centered, so we'll do that. And then I suppose we can squeeze in a restroom just along the side of this right about here. And then maybe even another shelter can go on that little corner there. I mean, might as well. I guess this works out possibly even better than it did before? Right? Sure, I guess, yeah, we'll take that, sure. Okay, so I'm thinking about how I can improve my park, and I just have realized that there's no viewability of the dinosaurs in this enclosure here, apart from if people can see them when they're walking down the paths per se. I believe that's a thing. I'm not entirely sure about that though. But what I'm thinking I'll go ahead and do is, instead of just placing a viewing gallery on either side of it like this, I think it might be nice if we place viewing platforms along here. I think that could look kind of cool. Or should I instead just place 2 viewing galleries here? I don't know, that might be better. Uh-oh, somebody's sick. Okay, let's go take care of that. Oh wait, we don't have a paleo medical facility. Okay, let's get that started then. Okay, paleo medical facility is going in now. Hopefully this will be a crisis averted. I don't know what's going to be wrong with this little guy. Oh, we're in 3 times speed. Get out of that. We don't want that. I guess it actually isn't too bad because it'll just help me speed through that process, but it's already done anyways. So add task to the mobile veterinary unit. We're going to want you to go check on our poor little package of resources. Hopefully you don't have a little bellyache. And we'll figure out what's wrong with this jaunt, and then we will hopefully get that all taken care of before it gets all of our guesties sick, because that would not be very good. Oops, I think I asked them to go and tranquilize them. Hold on. Hold your horses now, Mr. Helicopter. That's not what I wanted you to do. Okay. Uh-oh, my dinos have the common cold, which is not good, because that means we can't treat it, and there is risk of them eventually potentially passing away if it does worsen and develop into pneumonia. So hopefully that is avoidable, but I guess we're about to find out. So in order to get this last new species that they want us to do, we first of all need to make a hatchery, because they're not being airshipped into us anymore, whatever you want to call that. They're not being transported to us anymore, so we're going to have to make them ourselves, which means that we're going to have to invest in this here hatchery. So I'm going to go ahead and get that underway. I put my 2 best scientists on the job, so that should be done in no time. And then after that, all we will have to do is figure out our whole financial situation, which I think having the Dilophosaurus will help out quite a bit with, because at the moment, they're all just making negative profits. They're not really getting any customers at all, as you can see. So I think once we get some guests wandering about in this little section over here, those will actually start to make a little bit more money and hopefully not be so negative, basically. Oop, and there we go. Hatchery is actually already ready to rumble. So let's go ahead and come in here. Enclosures, hatchery, and I guess we can just place it in this little space right down here. I mean, I don't see why not. We can even squeeze a little path right through there, and we'll just treat this as another one of our, oops, didn't mean to do that, meant to do that. We'll just basically treat this as being just another one of our little park service buildings. Oh, if that could squeeze through there, that would have been lovely. We're gonna have to do a little bit of finagling through here, but I guess that's okay. Okay, so newsflash, we're actually not gonna be able to squeeze that path down through here at all, so we're gonna have to get a little bit creative here and go around another way. Alrighty, so if we go ahead and just insert a path right about here-ish, then we should be able to link this up just like so. And it might not be the prettiest sort of thing in order to get over here, but at least it's functional and that's all up and running. These guys are actually starting to get quite a bit sick because their cold has actually worsened into pneumonia. So we'll see if we can get the mobile veterinary unit out here to go ahead and heal them up. And we might as well top off the health of your friends as well, because we want you all to be nice, safe, happy, and healthy. So let's see if we can get that going. I tell you what, while they're off working on that, I am actually going to go ahead. Well, actually, hold on. Before I start talking about what I'm going to do, let's take a look. Okay, yeah, so one viewing gallery basically covers all this. Ooh, although it won't be symmetrical, and that's kind of something I like to go for. I tell you what, we will just place the one here so it's like perfectly lined up with that path. But yeah, while they're going and taking care of that little dude down there, let's come in here real quickly and just flip this around just like so. Only do the absolute bare minimum. We don't want to be taking up all of these magnificent creatures' space. Oh, and they're going to make a run for it in a minute here if we don't speed this along. So let's see. Come down here, use our lowest security fence, because as John Hammond always said, spare no expense unless it's a fence. So with that being said, we're going to go with the low security fence, hook that up there, and that should be all disasters avoided. I mean, let's be honest. If you had one dinosaur to choose to run away from, it'd be this one. It's going to come at you at like 0.5 miles an hour. I think you'll be safe. Oh, but I've completely forgot. Now that we have this hatchery all nice and functional, we can come in here, get the Dilophosaurus, and let's actually assign some scientists to it. Actually, let's modify the genome a little. Let's get a little fancy splurge on this thing. So we'll go with the Salar del Huasco. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce that. And we'll do a, well, it's only the random pattern, so I guess we'll have to go with that. And let's see, you have a 25% chance of being sickly, so let's see if we can do something about that, because I don't want you to be a sickly little dilo. This will only cost us 1 logistics point and 4 genetics, so might as well research it real quick, which means we'll need you, and that should take care of all of it. No, we actually need to upgrade you first. Alrighty, so this might, I tell you what, for the sake of just getting this mission done with, we'll go ahead and just do the first batch of Dilophosauruses, being the bare minimum sickly ones, and then after that point on, we'll start getting into actually like genetically modifying our creatures. Does that sound good? I mean, I think that's a fair way to start it off. So here we go, assign scientist. We need 3 logi points, which means we'll go with, I guess you and you. Actually, you're kind of stressed out. Well, yeah, we'll just do that. Oop, we got another low health. Uh-oh, what's wrong with y'all? Not enough food? Wait, what's wrong? Are y'all doing that weird thing where you get stuck in a single spot again? Are y'all stuck? No, you should be fine. You have food right here. What's wrong, buddy? Wait, you don't have enough open space? Wait, hold on. What's going on with you? Wait, y'all don't have enough open space? I never even considered checking that again. Y'all never complained about anything. Oh man, I need to make this bigger. I had no idea. I'm so sorry, my little guys. Okay, I get the hunch that this isn't going to be enough of a change in the amount of space that y'all have, but we'll go ahead and start just with that right there and see, is that enough to get y'all open space ticked off? It's expanding. You've already reached that territory. No, it was not enough. Okay, we're gonna have to expand this a little bit more for you then. There we go. You guys should be all nice and taken care of now. I think that you are actually still stuck. So I tell you what, we're gonna come in here, get the mobile veterinary person to come heal and scan both of you. You're actually unstuck now, which is awesome. But you've been in this exact same spot for a good while. I don't know why this glitches in the game. It's really frustrating if we're being totally honest. But hopefully that should free you up. Well, of course we're gonna have to transport you, but hopefully that will free you up. Oh, or that might have actually just freed you up. Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. Hopefully you're able to go and get food now. Because that is the purpose of these tall leaves. It's not like I'm forgetting a feeder. In case you weren't aware, Jurassic World Evolution 2 does not actually require herbivore feeders anymore. Now it's fully like paleo-botany or whatever, sort of like that Claire Sanctuary DLC. I don't know if that was like a trial, little testing thing for them or whatnot. But one way or another, long story short, now they just fully eat from plants like this, which is awesome. It's kind of baffling that that wasn't the case before, that they couldn't eat plants at all, but I mean, hey, here we are. One way or another, we got there in the end. And that's all that matters. But it looks like our Dilophosaurus are ready for incubation, so let's see what sort of eggs we got. We did get quite a few sickly ones, but on the bright side, we got more unsickly. Is that even a word? We got more healthy ones than unsickly ones. So we'll go ahead and assign. Ooh, y'all are expensive. Y'all best be good to me then. Let's see. So we'll just do the best of the bunch. And 3 welfare points means we'll go with the 2 of y'all because we have to do at least 2 people, and y'all are the only 2 that aren't looking like a little disgruntled pair. So I guess that just makes things easier for us. Alrighty, so I've just actually come in here and taken a look at our overall statistics, and it seems like our restroom coverage and accommodation rating are both quite poor looking. So we'll come in here and we'll actually plop down another guest hotel, and I'm thinking we just put that right here by the front entrance. I feel like that'll look quite nice up here with all the shops and everything. It'll just be a nice place to have a hotel. You're very close to all the food and drinks that you could ever want, and if you have kids, then they'll be just close enough to all the action figures so that they can beg you to buy them stuff. So you're welcome, parents. We thought of you too. And then last but not least, we're going to come in here for the restroom, and yeah, people definitely want some restroom coverage. It might make sense to place them down here by the Rex exhibits because, let's be honest, after the family comes and sees the Rexes, they might be a little scared, and you know what they say, you gotta go, you gotta go. So I think what we'll go ahead and do is we'll just bonk one of those guys down right about there, and oh, we have a restroom here, so that should take care of that. I suppose we can squeeze another one in around this area here. Let's see how this actually affects things real quick. Oh, but you're not powered anyways, so let's work on that. Alrighty, so that restroom's now in, and if we take a look here, come in here, restrooms, we now have, oh, I have no idea what our coverage is, but it seems like, oh wow, even with that restroom there, we still have high demand. Okay, so this must be like a very big attraction for everything around here. I really don't want to cover up this beautiful large amphitheater thing with just restrooms everywhere though. That doesn't look very great. So I guess we'll just smack another one down over here and hope that that kind of distributes the need for them around a little bit more evenly. Doesn't really make the most sense to have this restroom over here in the staff center, but I mean, the game doesn't know that, so we'll just go ahead and do it anyways. And with that being placed down, it looks like our Dilophosaurus, or Dilophosauri? I don't know. Either way, it looks like our Dilophosaurus are all readied up, so let's see. Release via airlift, and we're going to place them all right down here, and this should hopefully make some big money moves for our park. We're about to find out. Alrighty, there we go. So we finally have the 6th out of 6 species that we needed, and I don't know if it's made an impact on our park's rating yet or not. I don't imagine it does since they're not actually here visible to people yet, but they should be in no time at all. You can actually see that that first one is already headed over. Oh my god, we almost had a helicopter crash. Oh, and that Dilophosaurus has just been chopped up to bits. It's gonna be a bloodbath, folks. Hope you brought your umbrellas. So here's our new... Ooh, they're doing something. Oh, they look pretty sweet. I like the looks of them. I don't think I've seen this skin yet, so it's kind of hard to see them since it's nighttime and all, but let's just kind of see what they're doing here. Oh my god, wait, are y'all fighting or just doing a social behavior? Wait, don't kill each other, please. Are y'all fighting? Yes. Oh, y'all need prey. Okay, here. Don't kill each other, please. I got your prey coming right now, baby girl. Don't you even worry about it. We'll just place that down right about here. What else do y'all need to be happy? That's it. Okay, nobody fight, nobody fight, nobody fight, nobody fight. Alrighty, so I'm thinking that one of the things that my park is sort of lacking from at the moment is constant visibility of the Tyrannosaur paddock. So I've just gone ahead and actually added 2 viewing galleries on either side of it here, since they spend a majority of their time in this section, and they're not always very visible down here. Of course, right as I'm showing you this, they are visible here. Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, I'm sure people can see this right here. So as of now, people should be more likely to see them around here at times like this, and the whole reason I did this is because just a moment ago it said that our star dinosaur was Momentosaur, and our Tyrannosaurs weren't even on the list of like recent appeal changes and stuff like that, so they hadn't been seen for a while. So that's why I've gone ahead and added those there, which should hopefully help out a little bit. As you can see, we're now only $20,000 away, actually not even, we're only $14,000 away from achieving this next mission segment, and there it is.
We need to acquire more land.
Ooh, that sounds all kinds of concerning.
We're outgrowing our current facility size. Success breeds expansion.
Yeah, I gotta caution against biting off more than you can chew, which isn't a problem for the dinosaurs, but is a recurring issue for humanity.
I think it'll be all right, Dr. Malcolm. The state of California has approved the permit. They're as excited by Jurassic Park San Diego's success as we are.
There are a few requirements.
Yes, as one would expect, and I'm one who would expect.
We'll need to purchase the land, but then we should be good to go.
Good to go? Where? You know, that's always been one of the issues with this type of paleontology, hasn't it? Not where we are, but where we're headed. Because that's where you find chaos. Waiting. Patiently.
I think that's the end of that. Okay, so, yes, there we go. New task is to research the Expand Park Boundary tab. So as you can see, we're unlocking tons of stuff, but no, if we come to map here, please stop telling me things. If we come to the map here, you can see that we have 2 segments, and we're unlocking the second out of the 3 segments here, but that's about all the time that we're going to have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. In the next episode, we will be sure to go ahead and expand this, possibly even finish the park. We're basically halfway there, according to our star rating at least. If you look down to the bottom right, you can see that we are 2.5 stars out of the 5 stars that we need to achieve. So, with that being said, this feels like a really good stopping point actually, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.